Hi Pisces, welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at you and your person and see what's going on in your connection, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I have an email address in the description box below. So let's begin. So we're going to get a surrender card and see what Spirit wants to tell you, okay? All right. So the card that fell is Surrender the Idea You Can Fix Someone. I'm going to show it to you and then we're going to read it, okay? It says, it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So this is exhausting because I'm going to sit here and tell you, I am guilty of doing this as well. Okay. Whenever you're trying to focus on someone else and trying to fix them, trying to fix their behavior, it's very exhausting, very draining, because at the end of the day, the person's going to do whatever they want to do. So let's save ourselves some much needed strength and energy to focus on ourselves. When you focus on yourself, that's how you can change the situation, because a lot of times we like to point the finger and say this person did this person did that. But a lot of times if we if we focus on ourselves and change the way we're behaving, the other person, will usually follow suit. Either they'll follow suit or they'll move on. Okay. And if it's somebody that's causing you a lot of issues, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, is this something you want to continue to deal with? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the tarot. This is for Pisces Spirit. What's going on between them and their person? Okay. May I have one card for Pisces, please? Okay. One card for their person. Okay. Energy between them. Outcome. Okay. Let's be like this. Like this. All right. Okay. Here we go. So your overall energy for this month's reading is the Five of Swords. So this can talk about defeat. It can speak of, some type of conflict going on between you and your person, like I said, and you may feel defeated in this situation, because the fact that this card is coming up is telling me that this person is doing something that, you don't feel is okay. Okay. Underneath this, we have the Ace of Swords. This can talk about, the truth. I feel like that's what's going on. Maybe this person is being deceptive. They could be playing mind games with you. And with this Ace of Swords, you're wanting to just know the truth, to hear the truth, right? And for someone, for this person to stop playing with you, okay? Underneath that, we have the Ace of Wands. You want to have a new beginning when it comes to love. And I feel like you just want this person to come and be straightforward about how they feel about you, okay? And then underneath this, we have the Five of Wands. So there's a lot of inner and outer conflict. So you're having conflict within yourself, and the two of you are having conflict between each other, together with each other, and that your person is having inner conflict as well. Okay. But this is your twin flame. Okay. And so you got to understand, this is the nature of the connection. It's not going to be smooth sailing at first, because there's some things that you got to deal with and some things that your person has to deal with. Okay. Let's start by clarifying this Five of Swords. We'll get a card for you and a card for your person. Okay. Five of Swords. Whew. Okay. Okay. Your person is at a crossroads. Okay. Their pride, okay, is guiding them. That's what they're that's what they're leading with. So they're afraid to take action for fear of embarrassment or shame. They have difficulty apologizing. So your person is not wanting or not ready yet to take accountability for what they've done. Okay. And they're at a crossroads. They've got to decide, if they want to be with you or be by themselves, be with you, be with someone else. They've got, this is what's happening here with this crossroads card. Okay. With you, you're wanting intimacy. Okay. Intimacy. You're wanting to open up completely to this person, and you're wanting them to do the same for you. Okay, so when it comes to the card we have for you, it's the Tower, Scorpio energy. You may have Scorpio placements, or your person may have, okay? There's been some type of upheaval in this connection, okay? I feel like the two of you are not together. You are in some type of separation. There may or may not be contact. If there is contact, it's very little, or if it is, you know, I feel like it's not very healthy. It's like, you know, maybe arguments and things like that. Okay, let's clarify the Tower. I feel like you're devastated by this happening. Okay, you are working on trying to align yourself and keep yourself aligned to source. And this is also about you identifying with something greater than the material world, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay. When it comes to your person, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this person does want to have a long-term, stable and committed relationship. They want to have a fresh new start in love with you. I don't know what happened for the two of you to disconnect. For some of you, it was, you may have told them how you felt and they didn't reciprocate. You may have told them how you felt. They may have told you a little bit and then ran, or, you know, you may have run. There's a lot of runner chaser energy in this connection. So I feel like whatever happened between the two of you, you know, it caused a Tower moment, and you're devastated behind it. You're really hurt by what happened between the two of you. Okay, but this person does want to have a long-term, stable and committed relationship with you. But I feel like, you know, they may be drowning in emotion is what I'm getting. So yeah, they've got pride and ego issues. Okay, so this is talking about them having fear, anxiety, limiting beliefs, and toxic thinking patterns. Okay, they may not feel like they're worthy of you. They may put you on a pedestal in their mind, and, you know, feel like no matter what, they're never going to be good enough for you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the energy between the both of you, we've got the Nine of Swords. Both of you are worried and upset about this connection. There's been crying, nightmares, sleepless nights with this card with the Nine of Swords. Okay. Let's clarify. Like I said, I know, you know, you don't want to lose this connection. And it's what's causing you to be in this Nine of Swords energy. And they feel the same way. It doesn't matter if they ran from you. They still feel the exact same way, because I just showed you that Ace of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So you're trying to manifest coming back together with this person. Okay. With your person, they're scared, cowardice. It says no courage, afraid to tell the truth, afraid to do the right thing. Remember what I said, drowning in their emotions. That's what's going on, because your person is more of a logical person. Okay. They don't rely on emotion as much as you do, or make use of emotion as much as you do. Let me say that. Okay. Because like I say, Pisces, you're water, I'm water. So I completely understand. People want to say, oh, you're emotional, this and that, act like emotions are dirty, but you can't have one without the other. I don't care what anybody says. There's a time and place for emotion. There's a time and place for logic. Okay. And this person's going to have to get with the program, because if they want to be in a relationship, they're going to have to be able to emote, just like you need to be able to use logic when the time comes. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the outcome between the two of you, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Both of you are holding back. You got seriously hurt in this connection, and my heart goes out to you, Pisces. Okay. But this is about, you know, you focusing on yourself. Your person is very possessive of you. This is what's crazy about this, is that even though what has happened between the two of you has happened between the two of you, I can hear in my head your person saying that, you know, Pisces is mine. They're mine. Okay. Even though they ran away, they hurt you, they did whatever it was that they did. Let me say this. Your person's actions, I don't feel like they intended to hurt you. Okay. And I'm not taking their side. I'm not saying the way they handled this situation was correct at all. Okay. What I'm telling you is, in this connection, this person was overwhelmed with the feelings. All right. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm just telling you what is occurring, what I'm getting. Okay. This person loves you. They dream about you. You are, you know, their partner in crime, the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with, or a long-term, stable, committed relationship with, but they have to figure out how to get there. Okay. All right, let's clarify. Four of Pentacles. But they're holding themselves back. You're holding yourself back. See, they were triggered by what happened. So if you came to them and told, you know, and gushed and told them how you felt, I think that's a beautiful thing that you did. But to someone that relies on logic, it's like the scariest thing that could happen to them, because they're not comfortable with that. And I'm not saying that makes what they did right. Okay. Please don't don't believe that I'm taking, you know, their side over your side. That's not what this is. I'm trying to explain to you from their point of view, or their viewpoint, based on what spirit is giving me. Okay. So they were triggered by what happened between the two of you. And this was supposed to happen, just like the ways that they triggered you. Okay. And made this tower moment occur. This was supposed to happen because there are things that you've got to heal. There's things that they've got to heal in order for this connection to be able to come together. Okay. And you are the only person that can trigger this person to make them heal, and vice versa. Okay. It's both of your higher selves working together to make this occur, so that you'll do the healing that you need and come together. That's why the feelings are so intense. The emotions are so intense. The feelings are so strong. There's so much passion. Okay. When it comes to you, okay, I feel like this person inspires you. You're an inspiration for them, and they inspire you as well. Both of you inspire the other person to be better. Okay. And that's like kind of like the whole foundation of this thing. The love you have for each other, the unconditional love you have for each other, is creating a space for the both of you to level up. Okay. All right. So let's get some messages from your person for Pisces spirit. Okay. So the first one that fell says, I am so grateful I met you. Are you sure you're real? See, this person has never felt like this before. So all these feelings and things, like I said, they're triggering to them, and also at the same time, they're questioning, you know, whether they're real or not, or whether you're real, because they've never felt like this before. Okay. When it comes to the second message, it says, I'm thinking of you in this very moment. I miss you. Okay. So your person is missing you. I told you, I said, I don't care what this says or whatever. Your person is afraid. They don't know how to deal with the emotions, and they've got to work it out on their own. Okay. We're going to get some other messages before I let you go. So Pisces spirit. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I hide my true desires for you. So like I told you, they're hiding it. They're hiding it because they don't know how to deal with it. Okay. Then we've got, no matter who I am with, my thoughts always lead me back to you. Okay. So nobody's comparing to you. This person just sees you. They don't want to be with anybody else. And then look at this. Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. Okay. So if they ghosted you, ran away, whatever they did, you know, they realize that they did wrong. But when you're dealing with someone who has a lot of pride and a lot of ego, a lot of times they don't like to admit they're wrong. They don't like to take accountability, or sometimes they don't know how. Because I told you, people like this, in this situation, they put you on a pedestal, Pisces, and they don't think they're good enough. It's about feeling unworthy, because if this person had a lot of confidence, they wouldn't be sitting in cowardice energy. Okay. All right. I hope this helped you, Pisces. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's an email address in the description box below. Please have a good day, a good night, rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pisces.